Hey, we are live. Awesome. Hi you guys. I know it has been quite some time before since I've had a live a couple of days. And the reason for that is that my devices have been acting crazy. As I told you guys before, it's been acting really strange. Um, I thought it was because of the space. Maybe it was you getting too much space being used on the device. And usually when the device happens like that, it'll start slowing down. It'll tell you, manage your space like that. So, which is showing on my thing now. But I noticed that when I got outside of the area, my computer started to work fine. So, most of my devices, like this one, hold on. This one, my other three, they all started working fine. So it was really freaking me out. And the crazy part about it is now that when I got here, it's acting up again. So I really do think it's the air. Well, I think it's deeper than just, well, I do believe it's the area. Um, yeah, because it's just not doing this thing out here. Um, and I don't want to say I don't think it's just congestion, but I know when I'm in different locations, um, they work. So that was the main issue. So I had to pre-record a lot of things. I went back. Um, I went back to where I grew up at, and although I kind of missed it, but I saw a revelation that I no longer could stay there, and that I acknowledge what I went through and what I've endured and what I came out of. Um, and that's why I don't believe the hype where I'm at right now. When they talk about food deserts and things like that, it's like if you have a store that's giving you a quality product within 20 miles, then I think that's kind of okay. It should be better, but it's really okay. And in this area, you got stores everywhere and sub stores. You got stores and stores and stores and stores and sub stores, where you can get your produce, and you can do that. Also, this is mostly a place where you can farm and raise cattle and animals and things like that. So I'm really grateful for that. And they don't fine you and stuff like that versus where I came from, where if you grow some herbs in your garden, like in the front of your yard, you're getting fined. You can lose your home for it. So, and it's in the same state, y'all. This is how messed up things really are. So contacts. No, we are not downloading contacts. This thing just started downloading some contacts for what? I don't even use the thing to call. But anywho, so no. Look, no, it's weird. So I know the difference. Um, this isn't a food desert, compared to what their standards are. Have they revised the food desert? Yes, this is, what by their definition is considered a food desert. But for me, I've been in worse, and this was in the states, not just out of the states. Not when I lived out of the states. When I lived in the states, I lived in a place that was the size of Boston, and is to this day only have three major grocery stores. And I'm gonna upload the video of how the meat is. Half of the stuff is frostbitten, like they froze it or something and just saved it till later. Like, that's the things I grew up around. And I know it's not acceptable for a lot of people, but that's the only thing that a lot of us had to endure and had to go through and to see. So when you see this, it's like this is a laughing kind of, yeah, it's kind of joke. It's like a big joke. Like you just made. If this is a food desert, then that's a food desert oasis, like a tundra. You know, shoot, that's how it is. Um, because it's not a place for miles and miles and miles, and you can't even produce your own stuff. So yeah, and that's intentional. But anywho, yeah, I haven't been I haven't been able to what the heck? I haven't been able to record because of that. I've had to pre-record. Also, when I call my mother, because I, use, my relatives, my aunts, my cousins, things like that, their devices, they would say that my mother, something was going on. Either she sleep, it's always something. Some like, they're like, oh, well, they're going to wake her up. They never do, or things like that. So this time I was like, I'm going to call in the afternoon. I'm sure they probably gonna say she's at lunch now. But even then, I'm just gonna keep calling today because I'm gonna talk to her and try to, touch bases. So here we go.
Thank you for calling Richmond State Hospital. Please listen carefully to the following options. Wait while I transfer your call.
Richmond State Hospital operator.
Hi, I'm calling for 420 Unit A.
One moment, please.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
This is Dakota.
Hi, Dakota. I'm calling for Patricia Dean. The unit code is.
She's actually at lunch right now. Whenever she's done, I can have her call you back.
Okay, so lunch is over at 12, right?
11:30, 11:40-ish.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you.
All right. You're welcome.
Bye. So now they're saying lunch is at 11:20, 11:30. The last time it was at 12 o'clock. Time before that, it was from 11 to 12. Like I said, and I know how things can be very tough working in that field and dealing with those situations sometimes, especially if you have an incident, it's not going to go as scheduled all the time. But when you're with the institution, they do have those guidelines where they have most of the things the same because they want to get them steady. And most people who go through, if they want to have a balance, they have to look at something constant. If they have like disabilities or mental illnesses where they're seeing things that are not there, doing things that are not there. By literally having this, you're really triggering some people by not having things the same way that they can look forward to. If you listen to how my mom talked about when she talked about when dinner was coming, and she always knew 4 o'clock, or when her medicine came, it was always 8 o'clock. If you change that to 9 o'clock, now they have to rethink. It's like their brains are overworking. They're finally coming down from that anxiety and that, unknowing, because it's the fear of unknowing. But they're coming down from that and they get into a steady routine, and you changing the routine. It's like, you don't know that it's messing up. To a normal person, it's not going to hurt or affect anything. But to someone who is going through those issues, it's going to make a difference. So, yeah, most definitely. I'm going to try to stay close to my devices. I'm not going to try to go too much anywhere because I do have to take care of the place that I live in, because like I said, I have been visiting. I've been talking to people and doing a lot of things that way to, I've been doing a lot of things. So, I do need to stay here. So I'll be still here. I'll remain here. So I'm definitely going to record that. I don't know if that upload, I'm going to check. I did put an upload early this morning. Y'all, I had the weirdest situation that happened to me today, and it was creepy. When I say it was creepy, like I never seen anyone froze like a robot and made no sound. Like it wasn't like her mouth was frozen, like she was stuck that way. She was just like robotic. And just stopped in the middle of the street, and it's like 4 something in the morning. It's just like, wow. So, yeah, it looks like it went up. It looks like it went up, so I won't repeat it. If you guys have some time, definitely go and check that out. I'm gonna get off of here, so hopefully I can go ahead and clean my place. See speakers in the background, so I'm gonna be listening to music and kicking it on out, having my dog do a little walk, and I'll be back. Hopefully something I said or done will help you on your journey. Please stay tuned to Journey to Jerusalem. Thank you. Bye.